Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's session of Another One Bites the Dice. This is session number 12 of Quelmar's descent into the Curse of Strahd and the Domain of Dread, that is Barovia. I am your Dungeon Master, Tyler, and with me are my four wonderful players who are going to introduce themselves now while I turn off my air conditioner because I forgot. Go! Kelsey!
Hi. I'm Kelsey. I am playing Winter Fatouine. She's now a level 5 artificer. Yeah, and woo.
Liana!
Hi, I'm Liana. I am playing Willa, who is a level 5 bard.
Nell!
Hi, I'm Nell. I am Lady Isadora, who is, as Tyler has made abundantly clear to me, level 4 cleric and a level 1 ranger.
Don't know why that's relevant, but it's apparently relevant. James!
I am Zoot.
Who is,
Hungry.
Okay. So, to recap for everybody, our four players began last session with a bit of a dilemma. They had tracked Itzek Strasny, the monstrous henchman of Valaki's burgomaster, Vargas Valakovich, into the town square, and after a lengthy battle, had dispatched him and most of his supporting guards. However, as they finished off Itzek, a cry of, "You killed my brother," rang out, and a young mage appeared with fire in his fists. A deadly encounter ensued, where it looked almost as if we would lose our entire party, as the mage fought dirty, preventing some magical healing with his counterspells, and nearly killing all four of our players with his last gasp cone of cold. But Willa remained standing. Revived the unconscious Zoot, who took the opportunity to deal the killing blow straight through the young man's head. Successful, the party returned to the home of Fiona Voctor and shared the news of their victory. Fiona was ecstatic and begged the party to remain for dinner so that she and her friends could thank them properly for the deed that they had accomplished. Zoot chose to retire upstairs while the others joined the Voctors for dinner, where they learned that the new order of Vallaki may have a similar nature to the regime they just helped topple. Word came during dinner that the Baron and his family had been dealt with, a task made abundantly easier since the party had inadvertently killed the Baron's powerful magic-wielding son Victor in the square earlier that night. Fiona also revealed the importance of Zoot to her designs. She held the sincere belief that Zoot was a particular outsider who had been prophesied, one who would come to Vallaki and through whose blood a new dawn would begin for the city and its people. Horrified, the party awoke the next morning, took advantage of Lady Voctor's hospitality and generosity by acquiring a new bag of holding and a substantial amount of coin. And then they wandered back to the Blue Water Inn to meet Irina. She and the Mardikov spirits were somewhat conflicted about the loss of the Baron and the impending festival that would clearly be a means of announcing Lady Voctor's ascension. Isadora then took the opportunity to show Irina the doll that Itzek had been carrying, the doll that looked just like her, and revealed that Itzek believed her to be his long-lost sister. But there was barely any time for this news to settle when the time came to join in the festivities, which our party's members did, heading out into the streets and witnessing Fiona giving a speech to the townspeople, praising the party for their deeds and inviting two mysterious figures to join her. One you recognize to be the same haunting woman who accompanied Strahd's minion back at the Baron Indiravich's funeral in Barovia. The other was a slighter, more beautiful younger person with paler skin. They had light hair, and they talked about the new order that was set to begin. One that they, identifying themselves as Escher, and Ludmilla would carefully oversee from this point on as representatives of Count Strahd and of Castle Ravenloft. And as the words left their mouths, you immediately hear the sounds of the bells of St. Andrew's Cathedral ringing from the western side of the city, and shouts coming from nearby. The crowd around you begins to panic as Fiona, Escher, and Ludmilla look directly at the four of you, and then past the square in the direction of the Blue Water Inn. And smiles come across the faces of Escher and Ludmilla as you begin to hear blood-curdling screams coming from the eastern side of the town, moving closer and closer towards the square. The crowd is in a frenzy. Escher lifts their arm slowly and points a finger in the direction of the tavern. And as they do, you see across the square behind them, sprinting towards you, a crowd of people, terror in their eyes, looking over their shoulders, running, screaming, and you can finally see what it is they're running from. You watch as figures appear on the sides of buildings, clinging to them, running spider-like, chasing the terrified villagers through the streets. 2, then 3, then 4, then 2 more, closing in. Hissing, spitting, their wide mouths dripping blood and viscera, their fangs shining with freshly drawn blood, their bodies gaunt and pale, skin barely clinging to their bones. And they are fast, and they are coming towards you, following Escher's direction, moving westward towards the Blue Water Inn. What do you do?
I roll for initiative.
I run for the inn.
I also run towards the inn.
You running or are you staying?
Me?
All of you.
I mean, I'm staying right now.
I'm going for the inn. We got to get Irina.
Yeah, we gotta get her out of
I'm
there.
sorry, I've just been blindsided.
Okay, we've got Isadora and Winnie going to the inn. Willa and Zoot are staying?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay. We can't split the party. So I'll stay with him. 50-50.
We can't split the party, so I'll not go with most of the party.
Hey, look, it's not fight or flight. It's fight and flight, right?
Tyler's like, fuck you guys. I worked so hard to get your party together. Fuck you guys.
They're going towards the inn. None of my business. I'm gonna just.
Your elvish lady is in there.
It was a one-time thing.
We gotta
She's not
rescue your
interested.
future sister-in-law.
Oh my god.
Okay, if Willa and Zoot are staying, I'm gonna need you two to roll initiative.
I see squishy, I squish.
This ended up so well last time now.
I know.
I got
At least
7.
we're switching up pairings.
No, I
Oh, plus-
you again.
No, I was with Zoot.
No.
Oh, you mean the hags.
The
I was thinking of our
hags.
long prison break.
Zoot, you got a
Plus
7?
8. 7 plus 1, 8.
Willa, what was your initiative?
22.
Okay, so you see, sort of on the buildings alongside of the town square, these figures running towards you.
Oh no.
Oh, good. The battle map's back.
Okay.
They're running towards you across the square. These two are going to peel off in this direction.
Oh boy.
Are those people on the accoutrements
is-
there? Are they not reacting at all to all of this?
That is Lady Voctor, Ludmilla, and Escher, and they are staring. Well, Lady Voctor's staring at you. Ludmilla is
Which one
staring at
Lady
you.
Is Lady Voctor the one on the right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Ludmilla and Escher are looking sort of past you towards the inn, and Escher has their hand in the air, pointing, while
Pointing at the end.
while the figures that are climbing on the buildings sort of peel off. Two head straight towards you.
Okay, so if he's pointing at the end, I'm sorry, this is where me and Zoot are apparently of even intelligence. If he's pointing at the end and all of these things are going for the end, am I getting the implication that he is sending them in that direction?
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Because even I, James, cannot figure out if that is the case. My intelligence check is 1d20. I got an 8 total, and that's going to be plus nothing, so just 8.
Well, it's weird because he's pointing in this direction, but they're all going in different directions. So you probably not. It's probably not.
Okay.
They're probably not sending these figures, because if they were sending them, they'd all be going where they're pointing, right?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Okay. So Willa, you're up first. Winnie and Isadora, we're gonna get to you in a second.
So they're just running toward. Or do they look like they're about to like attack us?
They're still about 40 feet away from you, 50 feet away from you at this point.
How far's the inn?
It's a good, I would say, it's about 3 blocks to your rear. So you came from the inn. You walk to the town square. You'd have to go about 3 blocks back down the street that's immediately to your back to get to it.
Okay. Are the people on the platforms pointing at us?
Escher is pointing sort of over you in the direction of the inn that is behind you. The others are just looking at you. The rest of the crowd that was in the square is running. There's just panic and screaming.
Okay. I'm going to actually hold my action if one of them tries to attack me. Or Zoot, I will use what will I use? I'll use Thunderwave.
Okay.
And also I'm going to turn to Zoot and just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Fair. Certainly fair. Okay. All right. The two that are sort of to the north side of the square, up here, they are going to run down that street and out of sight.
How dare they?
You sort of lose the other two that swung down and headed off in the direction you know that street down at the southern end of the square leads towards the former burgomaster's mansion, the Reformation Center, and eventually to the church, where you can hear the bells pealing loudly, getting louder and louder. These two, though, are headed straight for you, and they are going to close the distance. And Willa, you would let Thunderwave go as one jumps at you and the other jumps at Zoot. So Constitution save.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a an 18 and a 21.
Great, so they're gonna take half.
Okay.
Sorry, give me 1 second. 2d8 plus 1d8, so 3d8. So 22 halved.
Okay, so 11 points of damage to both of them.
They're dead.
And as they reach you,
Probably,
they
yeah.
feel this thunder wave. But they're coming so fast, and they clearly, you can see now they're up close to you. Their mouths are dripping with fresh blood, and you notice behind them just bodies have fallen through the squares. They've run through and clawed through townspeople, running to get to you. They're going to make 2 attacks on each of you.
I hate this place. Like, we just came for the party.
You came for the party.
I am the party.
The one attacking you, Willa, rolled a 7 to hit.
Yeah, tell him no.
Okay, Zoot, the one that hit you was a 19 to hit.
Tell them yes. But only barely.
It hits you, and rather than you taking any damage, it's going to claw into you and pull you close to it, and it's going to try to bite you.
Joke's on it. I'm already in melee range.
It is a 22 to hit on the bite.
Yes. Yes, Tyler.
Okay, you take...
Like, should we
You
go?
take 6 piercing damage, 7
Ow.
necrotic damage,
Ow.
Oh,
and you feel as the teeth sink into you, you feel that sort of second wave of pain starts to pull from you, and you feel your energy weakening, and you also lose 7 hit points from your
Yep.
total.
For my max, yeah. Okay, I see what game
And
we're
you watch
playing
as the teeth sink into you, and you feel that. Willa, you notice that the thunder wave that had affected this creature, it now starts to sort of regain any sense that it had taken any damage from you as it sinks its teeth further into Zoot.
What did I miss?
Zoot's dead.
your sister died.
That one that tried to claw you the first time and missed, it's going to try to claw you again. And
Why?
it's
It doesn't have
going
to.
to hit with a 24.
Action fighting style. Huja!
You are
Disadvantage.
Does that still count when you're grappled?
Oh shit. Oh yeah, probably not. I mean, there's not. It doesn't.
It doesn't really specify, though, does it?
I mean, if I don't blame you for saying it doesn't, but it does not specify. But I wouldn't blame you if you say I can't.
I was gonna say,
It
I'm
just
gonna
says I
roll
need to
that-
have a
yeah.
shield, and yeah.
If you're grappled, I'm gonna say that you're not able to offer that effect to an ally
Yeah.
that's within 5 feet.
That makes sense.
So Willa, you're gonna take only 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
It is Zoot's turn. Zoot, you are grappled.
I noticed. I'm going to rage! And then I am going to attempt to ungrapple the grapple. With my rage, I have advantage on athletics checks.
Yep.
So I'm gonna roll twice. It's +5. I got a 7 on the first one, so not great. Or a 10.
Yeah,
It is. I think it. Yeah.
It rolled a 22.
Yeah. Great.
These are you've noticed now that you have one with its claws sunk into your side and its fangs in you. These are pretty freaking strong, despite looking gaunt and skeletal. There's a lot of strength behind them. Winnie and Isadora, are you staying or are you running?
Nah, if I
Running.
see them down, I'm gonna stay.
Isadora, you're running?
Isadora, we gotta stay and help them.
Yeah, I'll turn around.
Okay. Both of you roll initiative.
God.
Who thought I needed dice for this game?
12. When Irina gets kidnapped, it's gonna be a bad day.
And that day's
That's all I have to
probably
say.
today. That's a 9.
Okay. Sorry, Isadora, did you give me yours?
This was a
12.
shotgun episode.
All right, Willa, it is your turn.
I'm not messing with these things. I'd like to leave, please.
Okay. Disengage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get bit by a vampire thing. So I'm going to say, like, we need to go.
We need to get
And
zooped.
I am going to I'm not stronger than these things. Okay, what can I do to get him out?
I've got him. When my turn comes around,
You can get him out?
I can get it. I've
You
got
can get
him.
him out?
Run! Yes,
so
very
I'm-
soon. Run!
Very soon.
Right. So I am going to
In about 7 seconds, I've got him.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the one in front of
Okay.
me. And then I'd like to leave.
Okay.
But you're not disengaging?
Wisdom save.
I'm going to hit them first to see if something happens to, like, if I attack them, because won't that put them back?
They got a they failed. They got a 7.
Great. So, Whisper takes 3d6 and must immediately use its reaction, so...
Nice.
Gorgeous.
3d6. 12.
Okay.
If available, it has to move as far as its speed allows away from me if they fail.
On their turn or immediately?
It says, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
That one sort of hears this. You see it, it shakes its head and immediately turns and sprints back towards you. And you notice that Escher sort of cocks their head to the side, sees this happen, and then drops their hand and looks at you.
I wink. And
The
then
one
I
that-
haul ass.
Okay, and then you're going to.
Oh wait, but before I
Okay.
haul ass, I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Zoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you inspire him?
I say that I just look at him like, you got this.
That's it.
As this creature's clawed into him, its fangs are in his neck. You got this. All right, Zoot.
Get the hell out of here! What are you doing? All right, my turn.
No,
I will-
No.
Nope.
No.
I didn't think so.
my
I think they
turn.
go. Yeah.
That is an 18 and a 16.
18 hits.
Okay, the 18, it's going to sink its teeth in further. You are going to take 9 points of piercing damage and 6 points of necrotic damage, and your max HP will go down by another 6.
Fun, aren't you? Fully noted.
And you feel as the blood sort of seeps out of you and it sucks at your neck, swallowing down your blood. It is now back to full strength. You feel it as it grips into you harder. Isadora, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and hold person him. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
13.
Fails. I'm a 14 now. He is paralyzed for the duration. At the end of its turn, it can make another wisdom saving throw. I'm going to shout at Zoot, run, run! And then I am going to run. 30 feet, 40 feet. I have 40 feet of movement. I'm going to run those 40 feet.
Okay.
Is the game paused for anyone else? I can't move.
Yes, I
It's
can't move
Yes.
myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Tyler,
You're good.
thanks.
You're good. My bad.
Okay, thanks.
Like that paranoia episode. How do we unpause the game? Hit spacebar. Kelsey, your turn.
Yeah. I'll run up to Zoot and I will cast Cure Wounds on him. Oh wait, I need to ask. Hang on. I asked
Consent.
Zoot. May I heal you?
Ow! Yes! Why are you asking? Just help me!
Because it's wizard magic, and I know how you get very particular about wizard magic.
That's really polite, but now's not the time! Ow!
Okay, so you get 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which I believe is 8.
You want to roll that or me?
You can roll it if you'd like.
Great. 1d8.
Plus 8.
I got 4 plus 8 plus 8.
Because it's my intelligence plus my proficiency, right?
I mean, I'll take the 12 if that's what it is.
I don't think it's your proficiency. I think it's just your spell mod.
Yeah, it's just your spell modifier,
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'll take
which is-
9.
which is your intelligence mod.
Oh, so
Total.
plus 5.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I healed up the 9. Thank you.
Just want this.
Okay. Zoot, it's your turn.
And
Oh.
then no,
Wait.
I get a movement, sir.
Okay. Where-
I run. I run.
Okay. Zoot, it is your turn.
So do I need to make any checks to get up, or can I
It
run?
is now paralyzed. You feel it no longer has a grip on you. However, when you pull away, you're going to need to sort of extricate yourselves from the paralyzed fangs that are stuck in your neck.
Great. That's fun. Is that just like an athletics check again?
No, you're good. You can just go.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Great. Then I'm going to pull his face off of my neck.
Okay. Yep.
And then I will let him drop to the ground paralyzed, and I will also run. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jane.
Okay. Seeing this, Escher sort of gestures with both hands, swings his arms back and points at you. The one that's paralyzed remains
Points
paralyzed.
at me?
The one that is turned remains
You're
turned.
pointing at me!
But you see from either direction as the two of the ones that had at first peeled away now swing back into the town square and head after you. You are all running. This is now going to be a skill challenge.
Woo!
You will need to make 5 successes before you make 3 failures.
I hate it.
How it'll work is at any point, any of you can say what you are going to do, what one of your proficiencies you will use to help you gain ground on these pursuers. You'll roll, and if you succeed, I will let you know, and if you fail, I will let you know. They are coming after
All right, guys,
you.
brainstorm
They are
with
running
me.
down the street. What are you doing? They will be on you in a matter of seconds if you don't do something.
First
over a
thing
barrel.
I do is, yeah, grab something to knock over in their way.
Who's knocking over a barrel?
Me.
Zoot,
Zoot.
make an athletics check.
Great. I get the first one. I am still. So here's the funny thing. I assume this is still at advantage because of the rage, but
You also
The
have a bardic
first turn-
inspiration.
the first turn I end that I haven't taken damage or attacked since my last turn, the rage ends. So after this turn, the rage
You
ends.
will be not raging anymore.
Correct.
because you
So
will not
I'll
attack.
get my one advantage check here.
If you want me to slap you, just ask.
Consent.
No, I'm good. I got an 18 total on that one.
Okay.
With the advantage, it's probably it's a 20 with the advantage.
Yep. So as you are running, you all sort of are able to continue on, and Zoot at the back of the group, because he was the last one to leave after sort of pushing that paralyzed creature off of him, knocks a barrel over, and you see them sort of running, but they're not just running, they're sort of crawling and galloping on all fours as they run towards you. One of them is tripped up by the barrel. The other sort of swings up and jumps onto the building and just sort of runs across the side of the building along the streets next to you. You are maintaining the distance. Who's next?
Can I try to guide people into the shadows at a crossroads so it's less clear which way we're going using stealth?
So as you hit a crossroads, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
$18.
You pull into a clearing at a crossroads. As you've turned a corner, you have a split second before they're about to sort of turn the corner and follow you. And you grab Winnie and Willa and you sort of throw them into the street behind you. Zoot, you just barely make it around the corner into the shadows as these creatures turn the corner and they hesitate for a second.
We got away.
What are you doing? Who's next?
We gotta keep moving.
You're about, now you've turned a corner, so you've got about 2.5 blocks
Yeah.
before you get to the inn.
Keep running, I
Um,
guess.
It's a good place to start.
Okay, Winnie, make an athletics check for me.
Me? Well, it's been nice knowing y'all. That's an 8.
As you're all running now, sort of sticking to the shadows on this side street, you sort of, Winnie, you're sort of fallen back to the end of the back of the group. You're smaller legs are taking a little bit longer to
I'm not
to
athletic.
get you going.
It's not my thing.
And
it's not my thing.
You sort of look over your shoulder. The rest of the three have turned around the next bend to sort of angle back along a side street towards the inn. And you look back over your shoulder, and one is just standing at the crossroads, sees you, and just lets out this and just takes off running towards you. And as it's running, it's sort of gesturing above, and you watch as another one is now leaping sort of from roof to roof, gaining on your party.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm going to. Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going. Can I cast a spell?
Cast a cantrip, yep.
Oh, it's only a cantrip? Fuck me.
Can I cast guidance on Willa for whatever she's about to do?
Yes.
You're guided.
Okay. I'll. So is the one getting close to Winnie?
The one at the back, yes, because Winnie's at the back of the group.
Okay.
The other one is sort of running
I'm going...
parallel with you all along the rooftops.
Okay. The thing that I was gonna do, I can't do.
Can I cast Magic Stone?
Yeah. Go ahead. You do what you want to do. I'm rethinking.
It's my cantrip.
You want to grab some pebbles and imbue them with magic on while you're running?
Yeah, can I?
Sure.
Am I allowed to throw them, or was that a part of the rules where I couldn't do that?
You can throw them. You want to try to throw them and do what?
Hit them, or hit them to give me more time, I guess, to run or something. I don't know.
Roll me an attack.
Sure.
With disadvantage because you're running.
There it is. Well, the second one was a crit, but the first one was a 4.
Okay, so you sort of are running. You chuck the stone over your shoulder. That is another failure. You're at 3 successes and 2 failures. You need 2 more successes before you fail one more time, or they are going to catch you.
I am going. Oh.
You go for it. You haven't gone yet. Go for it.
No, it's fine. I don't have to go.
If you've got a good idea, go for it.
And you're guided, Willa.
I was going to. Are there any sacks around?
What kind of sack?
I was going something that's less than 10 pounds. I was gonna mage hand pick up something and chuck it in the direction of the thing coming at Winnie.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Okay, so add my attack modifier from my spell.
It wouldn't be a spell attack mod. Add your dexterity mod.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. 18.
You sort of watch as Willa as you're all running and sprinting down this side street, gestures in the air, and that spectral hand picks up a bag of just trash by the side of the road and hurls it over her shoulder. Winnie, you sort of duck as it's over your head, and it lands at the feet of this creature, and the creature sort of tumbles and rolls over itself. It's bought you time. You've gained ground now because this creature has taken a second to sort of regather itself before it picks up, sort of galloping back after you. You can see the back side of the inn.
Can I get a recap on our standings of success fails?
You have 4 successes and 2 fails.
2 fails. Tell me if this doesn't work for the skill. Can I insight, kind of focus on which way they're running and try at the last moment to go the opposite way around the inn?
I mean, they're headed for the inn.
Yeah.
So you know that. I mean, you can tell that they are. You all are almost secondary. They are gunning for the inn.
Yeah.
Can I try something, Tyler? Yep. Can I pull out my dagger? And I'm gonna slice my hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to then throw the dagger backwards. First I'm gonna yell, "Duck, Winnie!" And I'm gonna throw the dagger backwards with my blood on it.
Okay. Make
Fetch?
a dexterity check.
Okay. Well, can I make a persuasion check? Because I'm trying to persuade them to drink my. Okay.
The dexterity check is to
Alright.
make sure that it doesn't hit your sister in the face.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. 17.
With that, you sort of chuck the dagger over your head. As Isadora, you're the first to reach the door of the inn. You wrench it open, and Willa, you look behind you as the one that was chasing and almost up to Winnie has sort of knelt down, attracted to the scent of this dagger for a split second that allows the three of you to slam inside the inn behind Isadora. As she slams the door shut. And you all make it inside. And you see Erwin and Danica going, What is going on?
Monsters coming for your inn.
We have to
hide, evacuate, whatever. Where's Irina?
Irina! And she sort of yells up the stairs around to you, and you see her sort of come down. What?
I'm going to reach out and make her invisible.
Oh, and she just instantly pops invisible.
Don't you think they're gonna be able to smell her?
So we need to cover her in something that's stronger than her scent.
I can do that. I can do that. Hang on. I have tinkering. I can have something emit a smell.
I can
so
pee on
it's-
her.
It's not going to be the most attractive smell. I'll imbue it to smell like the garbage that Willa just tossed.
Should I also pee on her?
No.
Better safe than sorry.
No.
Okay, so
Erwin and Danica are just standing there behind the bar. We heard screams. What is going on?
there are these crazy creatures outside. I've never seen anything like that. There are a ton of them. They're moving very quickly. They look sick. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. And they bit Zoot.
They're heading straight here.
And at that instant, Isadora, you say straight here, and you just hear a slam on the door that you just entered, and you just hear pounding at the door. Danica sort of looks over her shoulder and looks at Erwin and goes, "Brum, Bray," and he just runs upstairs. You recognize the names of their sons that she has yelled, as she sort of runs over to the other side of the room and sort of puts her body up against the door as she's trying to gather furniture nearby her to sort of jam
Do you have
in front of it.
any other way out of here? Any secret tunnels or something?
We do not have tunnels, but there is the stable is I believe you have been there before. Yes, the Raven Loft in the stable. There is a second entrance there. You would need to go in
I
up
want
through
to
the
start
loft
trying
and then
to pray
jump
at the
down to the
door.
first floor and then out the door.
Okay.
Isadora, you're going to help her hold the door?
Yeah, hold
Okay,
the
so
door.
Isadora's
I'm
back
trying
up.
to shove things and also mutter prayers to both of the gods under my breath.
Okay, so you just sort of hear pounding at the door. So far, the door's holding.
Um,
Are you going to run? Are you going to stay here? Can we take your children?
What do you think they want?
My
Irina.
guess is Irina, but I don't know.
I need to see what Erwin wants to do. I am not sure. You say they bit you, and she sort of gestures to you, Zoot, over her shoulder. Are you okay? What do you need? You, Dragon Man, what do you need? Are you okay?
Okay.
I need I don't know.
I may be able to help him. Let's get
let's
out of
go.
here.
Let's go upstairs. I have an idea. Trust me.
I think we should leave. I don't think we have time for anything that may or may not work. I think we need to get Irina and leave. It's not hard for them to see through invisibility. I can do it.
You can do it?
It's not
Yes.
invisibility.
No, I'm with Hector on this. We just have to keep moving, okay? And I don't know why we've stopped for so long.
Where will you go?
I
Out,
don't know.
out of here. Back to Barovia if we must. We'll find old Jenny, talk to her if we need to. Go to the Vistani, anywhere that's not this godforsaken city.
Maybe Valaki. Where is Valaki?
We're in Valaki.
Damn it!
I want to start running. We're talking too much. I can't see Irina, but I want to herd people towards the door if we can.
Which door? The door that you're currently barring?
No, the back door to the
stables.
Okay, so you're going basically up the stairs, around to the loft,
Oh.
down the ladder, into the stables,
Yes.
and then out the side door.
Yes.
Okay, roll me a stealth check. All 4 of you who are going that way.
Guidance to Zoot.
Thanks. Need that.
That's...
Really need that. So guidance is a
That's
D4.
12. Yeah.
My grand total was
Don't you have
6
bardic
and
inspiration?
1. And so I'll add the bardic inspiration. What is it, a D8?
Yeah.
And a D8. Okay, so 13 plus 1 is 14 total with
Okay.
all of that dice.
I'll help. Okay.
Can I give my group inspiration, my group advantage to Winter?
It's okay. I rolled a 13.
13. Willow, what'd you get?
16.
Isadora, what'd you get?
12.
Okay. You sort of step away from the door and you hear the just hands on the door, slapping at the door, claws raking at the wood. As Danica just sort of steps back from it now, there's like a pile of furniture and benches and barrels and casks of wine just sort of stuffed up against it. And it bows every now and then, but it does seem to be holding for the time being. You all sort of quietly make your way up the stairs, around to the balcony and down the ladder, and you find yourselves in the stables with the large stable doors in front of you. Are you going to try to leave?
Yeah, I think we should go
think
out
we
into the
should.
forest clearing. Then I'm going to tiny hut. I'm going to tiny hut us, okay? Because no one can come in once I make it
Okay.
for 8 hours.
Irina is with us, right?
Irina?
Great.
I mean,
Wait,
she's
wait.
invisible.
Those things are magical. They're leeching life out of me. And you're saying you're going to put up a magic shield to keep the magic people out? Aren't magic people...
Yeah.
Don't magic people go through magic things? Silver. We
Magic
need
people-
silver. That's what we need.
Maybe we'll find some on the way. We should keep moving.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. As we go, I
Are there
want
any
to cast...
horses?
There are no horses in the stables. It's just ravens.
As we go, I'd love to cast Aid on Zoot, Winter, and Willa, which is 5 temporary and 5 max hit points for the next 8 hours.
Great. I have 3 max HPs now.
You mark that down?
I have 1 for now, 1 for a few hours from now, and then 1, presumably my actual max.
That gives you 5. It ups your max by 5.
Yeah. My max is right now currently
okay.
poisoned to
It's
be lower.
down
So I've got
13.
3. I've got my poisoned one,
Oh my
one with
God.
temporary 5, and then my actual one
Oh
that
my
who knows when
God.
it'll come back.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought you meant you had 3 hit points, and I was like, no.
No, I have 3
No
max HP. Yeah, I see how that makes sense. But yes, I have 3 different standards of max HP.
Are you tiny hutting in the stables, or are you going to tiny hut somewhere else?
I'm going to tiny hut somewhere
Okay.
else. Yeah.
So who's opening the doors?
I'll open the door.
I can press it open and peer out. I have good eyes.
Okay, so Isadora, roll me a stealth check and a perception check. In that order.
Boy. Okay, stealth first, perception second. I'm gonna guidance myself for the stealth. That's a good thing I did. That is a 10, 11, 12. That's a 17 stealth and a 15 perception.
Okay. You sort of very gingerly open the door and peer out. You don't see, so the way that the building is constructed, the front doors where you presumably have been hearing the pounding is sort of angled out towards the street. The stables are out and around the back of the building and sort of exit out the sort of northwest side of it. So if you went out the stables, you would be, and onto the street, it would be the street that sort of curves back down through the city towards the church. And currently, you don't see anything or anyone on that street.
I don't see anyone. We can go. Are we okay leaving the barkeep and his family? Will they be all right here?
No.
Irina, I know you're going to want to say no, but will you go? You're invisible. You can at least get out of the city, look for old Jenny, wait for us there.
I will come with you, yes. Let's go.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if we stayed to help the barkeep, would you go?
No, I will not leave the four of you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What are we doing?
Can't we bring them with us? I can fit 9 people in this hut.
All right. I agree. We can't leave. Let's go back and get them and get into the hut in the tavern.
No, not in the tavern. If maybe we can go outside of town.
They didn't seem like they wanted to come with us.
I'm going to...
Perhaps in here in the stable. Is it obvious? Can you see it? Is it clear that there's something there?
Is there any way that we can perceive if the weird creatures have broken into the bar at this point?
Make a perception check, Zoot.
Yeah. I'm going to do that. That's an 18 plus 7. I'll take a solid 25.
Yep. You haven't heard any screams of terror. You're pretty confident that they have not broken in yet, if they're still trying to.
If we're going back, we gotta do it now. The window's closing.
There are 2 children in there. I think we should go back.
We'll go with you.
All right. I'm gonna go. We don't have to. We've discussed as much as we can. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna turn and
Yep.
go.
And you sort of, as you go, you would be going up a ladder to get back to the balcony of the second floor.
Tyler,
Yes.
I'm gonna go with them, but can I prep something?
What are you trying to prep?
Can I pick up a stone? And so I remember what that screech sounded like when that creature found me, right? That call.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna prep it to release that sound when I throw it, like 6 seconds after I throw it.
Okay.
Yeah, can I do that?
Yeah, you're not throwing it now. You're just prepping. You're imbuing.
No,
it
yeah,
right
I'm just
now.
prepping it for when I need to throw it
Sounds good.
in my sling or something to get.
So you head back upstairs and you notice Isadora. All of the doors on the second floor are closed.
I'm just going to quietly call out. Nell doesn't remember the names, but Isadora would know
Erwin
them.
and Danica.
Erwin, Danica, are you still here? We have a spell that may help hide us away. If you would rather, we can also run away, but we didn't want to leave you and your children.
And you just hear from behind one of the doors. We are okay. You go. You 5 stay safe.
All right, thank you. Good luck. We will hopefully be back someday soon. Let's go! Yeet!
All right.
Ski? Actually, I think it's skeet. I think that's what the kids are saying. Skeet!
Back down the ladder and back
Skirt! That's
back
what
out
it is.
the door.
Wow, this was an embarrassing episode for me. Yeah, back down the ladder, back out the door.
Okay.
I'll check the
I don't
stone
think
when they
pos-
come back. In the farthest direction that we're gonna run, like in the opposite direction.
Which way are you running? So you are out of the stable. If you turn left, you head back towards the front side of the building. If you turn right, you sort of head down the road that curves and will eventually get you towards the church, and then past the church is the western gate of the city.
I think that's where we should go.
I want to go to the gate.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go. So I throw it in the opposite direction.
Blue skidoo, you can too.
You throw it, and you hear that sort of, and it lands directly next to the front door of the inn. And so the one that has been there pounding on the door, just kind of, you hear the pounding stop. It's sort of, and then the pounding continues again as you all sort of make your way in the opposite direction.
We did it. We're safe.
Ah!
Roll me,
Don't-
Nope.
everybody roll me stealth check.
Guidance to Zoot.
I'll take that guidance.
Group advantage to Kelsey.
Hey, I'll give someone my
Keep it.
group advantage.
Keep it, I got a nat 20.
Liana, you take my group advantage. She doesn't need it. She's muted, but I saw her
Christ.
shake her head. Okay.
I don't need it. Can I use it for like a future time?
Well, I mean, you don't have to use it if you're not using it. So I'll hang on to my group advantage. I've got an inspiration, or not an inspiration. Oh, actually, that's good. I got 18 total. 13 plus 4 plus 1.
So mine's a 22.
18, 22,
Mine's a 12.
12.
24.
All right, y'all are carrying me.
I should have gave it to
Thanks,
Isadora.
thanks, guys.
You sort of,
It's okay. I'm normally stealthy. I just rolled like shit.
you're
I
making,
thought you were normally stealthy.
Yeah. I got a +5 to stealth. The only reason I'm above 10 is because of that.
you are making your way sort of around the streets, and you notice sort of as you walk by homes, doors are just sort of slamming shut. It doesn't seem like any of those creatures have made their way down this street yet. You hear sort of in the distance screams. The church bells are still ringing loudly.
Wait, what if we go to the church? And
It's
do
not
tiny hut
safe.
there? No,
It's
but
not
I
safe,
just
and there were creatures running there.
It's not
I think they've been
consecrated
sent
grounds.
to make it unsafe.
And we don't have the bones
I
yet.
think we get out.
Okay. Okay.
You sort of hear a hubbub, and the crowd begins to swell sort of around the corner from you. You are at a crossroads. You can either go sort of towards where you hear more people, or stick to the north and avoid, it seems at least, avoid some of that crowd. What do you
I
want to
bet
do?
we stick to the north. Move fast and quiet.
Those people are probably dying right now. And
Yeah, I don't have
that's
time.
them
We
than
gotta
us.
go. Yeah. North.
Okay. Roll me another stealth check.
Guidance to Zoot.
I give my group inspiration to Isadora.
Thanks.
You get roll twice.
17.
I needed it.
Yes!
Oh, shit. 14.
Yeah. 9.
I used Zoot's inspiration, by the way. It's gone. It did not help me, but
It's okay.
I appreciated it.
I used your guidance and I got a 9 total. So
Wow, we're killing it.
Hmm.
15 is still better than what I got last time. 14. Yeah, it's a 14.
You're making your way down the street, the four of you sort of keeping to the shadows. The church bells ringing faster, sort of more urgently. You hear sort of distinct screams now coming from all directions. People crying out, sort of blood-curdling terror. So far, the street that you're on isn't disturbed. You curve around. Who's in the lead at this point?
Probably Isadora.
Probably me. I'm very
Okay,
fast.
make a I'll leave it up to you. Make either a survival check or a perception check to gauge which way you should go.
They're the same. I'll make perception. That feels more on brand. Hell yeah, that's a 22.
You know, having glanced at the map of the city that Father Lucian showed you briefly that one time, that you are pretty confident that this road will sort of land you as it curves back around back onto the main road. And when it finally intersects with the center road that runs through the middle of the town, the church is going to be on your left. You're going to be able to see it. And the gate will be probably 100 yards to your right.
Okay.
You continue down this sort of curving path.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to see if there's anything I can do. Oh, I don't know if it'll help, but as we run, I want to cast Bless on the same 3. Nope, no, 8 is not concentration, so I can cast Bless. That's lit. It gives all of you extra d4 on any attack rolls or saving throws.
Attacks and saves.
Yeah. Not any
Not
ability
skills,
checks,
but
sorry,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
not skills. But if we get into one more skirmish to get out, maybe it'll help. I'm burning my spells, but I think it's worth it. I think
Yeah, we get to rest in that dome as soon as we get out.
that's true. I forgot we had the dome. Oh, thank the Lord. Thank Willa. Fuck the Lords. They're doing shit for me except yelling at me.
It's because you didn't seek their aid. You should have seeken their aid.
Seeking their aid.
Sook? Sook? Is sook a word? Steak?
Sought.
Salt.
The word would be sought.
Sookin.
You all sort of come around this corner and you see to your left as you sort of break beyond the buildings that have been sort of surrounding you on all sides. You see a crowd of people sort of banging at the front doors of the church. Let us in! Please help us! Let us in! And you just hear the church bells ringing louder. There doesn't seem to be any movement from inside the church, and this sort of large group of more than a few dozen people are just sort of clamoring at the front doors of the church. Others sort of moving around to the sides through the cemetery that surrounds it, peering through windows, checking to see if Father Lucian is inside. But as of right now, there doesn't seem to be anyone. The gate to the city, you look off, is about 100 yards to your right. You hear sort of in the distance beyond the church, screams are getting louder as more and more people, it seems, are being consumed by these creatures that are slowly making their way through the town.
God, this is awful.
This isn't our fault, is it?
It's
Yeah.
100% our
It's
fault.
absolutely our fault.
I don't think so.
Let's get to the gate and then we can all feel very bad about what we did.
All right, Isidora's leading the way, right?
Hell yeah. Using that mobile feet. Getting those 40 feet in.
As the bells of St. Andrew's ring, and the 5 of you sort of have reached the end of the street and have turned towards the gate to leave. The bells get louder and more urgent by the minute. You hear peals of thunder starting to crack between the tolls of the bell. Joining in this horrifying symphony of sound, and you see the sky above the town of Vallaki go black. The thunder roaring above the screams of the townspeople, who as one begin to look towards the sky and just start screaming in utter terror. As coming through the black clouds, you see a single flame streaking directly towards the town, closing the distance faster, like a firebolt tearing down out of the sky, descending rapidly towards you. As it comes down closer, you begin to hear it and see its shape. A gigantic nightmare. A horse made of shadow and flame, and astride it, a figure that you have heard tell of up to this point, but who you have not laid eyes on. It is the devil. It is Count Strahd von Zarovich, tearing through the black, cloud-filled sky as his nightmare alights at the top of the Church of St. Andrew, the hooves sort of tearing into the shingles at the top of the church, breaking off parts of the roof, the crowd below scattering and screaming as tiles fall and crack and shatter on the ground below. The horse made of flames jumps off of the roof of the church and slams down onto the cobblestones directly in front of you, between you and the western gate of Vallaki. And the crowd that was once screaming goes silent as the dread horse rears up, the figure on its back glaring down at the shivering people on the ground below. And then he dismounts. And he walks calmly and deliberately through the front doors of the church, parting the crowd as he goes. An instant later, he returns, dragging with him two of these creatures and Lucian, the priest of St. Andrel. And he walks towards you. Tatiana. I can see you, child.
I want to step in front of her.
Curious. He sort of gestures out, one arm holding Lucian by the scruff of his collar, the other gesturing to Irina next to you. Please, child, come with me. Yes?
No.
You can't have her. She's not yours.
He sort of just nods at you, staring daggers through you, Isadora. She will be. And that arm that is gesturing out to her, quicker than any of you can perceive, grabs Lucian by the top of the head, snaps his neck, and bends his head to the side and just sinks, his mouth opening wider than any human's mouth should be able to, large teeth appearing in the four corners of his lips and plunging his mouth into the neck of Lucian, draining him, never breaking eye contact with you, Isadora. As the body of the priest sort of withers, and he retracts his mouth and lets the body crumple to the ground. He sort of snaps the gesture behind him, and one of the creatures that you recognize who'd been terrorizing the town appears by his side holding old brown burlap sack. Holds it up. Ah. Yes. Saint Andrew was no priest, no holy figure, but he did believe in this silliness of the Morning Lord. He was in this realm when I was first turned. This sanctuary was not a church at all, just home. This bastard took in those who would betray me. I saw to them. And now I have seen to him. These are all that is left. And he sort of gestures and empties the bag, shaking the bag in front of you, and you just see old, brown and blackened, decaying bones fall on the ground in front of him. These sacred relics that you believe would keep you safe. They are nothing more than trinkets. False relics and idols that you foolishly believe in more than what you can see with your own two eyes. And you just see both of his hands gesture down, and a giant ball of magical fire bursts from his palms and consumes the bones that are on the ground between he and you. The fire sort of flares up and dies, and what was once a pile of bones and a burlap bag is now nothing but ash. Tatiana, one more chance. No. Please come with me to the castle. Your home. Your true home.
Who is Tatiana?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Isadora.
Oh, no.
That is a whole ass 24, baby.
Eat dirt, Strahd.
You feel a sensation come over you. And you sort of close your eyes and clench tightly. And this grasping as if a hand was trying to reach in behind you. It subsides. Just for an instant.
Her name is Irina Kolyanovich. No matter what you think, she had a father, she has a brother, she has a home and a land, and none of it is yours.
He just sort of glares at you, Isadora. Turns back to his horse. remounts the horse and takes off into the sky. The two creatures that were left next to him just sort of disperse slowly and wander away, sort of stumbling, staggering out through the city gates.
Shouldn't we kill them?
No,
No?
we're not going to win.
We are going to take a pause now because I want to try to fix this bitrate issue, and so that we can take a bio break. We are going to be back at 9:55. We'll be back in like a 7. So we will see you all back here soon. The stream might cut out for a bit, but stay on the channel. It'll be back in a second. Be right back.
Fine, never
We're
mind.
back. Scoob. All right. Hi, everybody. Hopefully that has fixed the issue we were having.
Is it really welcome back?
Oh, it is. It is.
I don't
welcome
think
back.
that seems too welcoming for what we're about to do.
So as you sort of survey the scene around you, you note the creatures have all sort of stumbled away from you back into or out beyond the walls of the town. And the 5 of you are just standing there. The crumpled body of Father Lucian Petrovich is laying at your feet.
I told you, religion is dumb.
I'm gonna crouch down and say the quickest prayer to the Morning Lord for him. Guide his soul, treat him well. He has been kind and good and brave. And then I think we should get out of here.
I thought you'd given up on all that nonsense.
He hadn't, he believed in it. I would say watch a prayer for you, but I won't need to because you're not going to die. Let's get out of here.
Where are you heading?
Outside of the gates.
Gates, out of this town.
Out of this town. And then we take a nap. And cry a lot, I think.
Honestly, I got super excited when you said that like a fireball was headed for town because I thought you were going to just blow it up.
No more Velaki. No more.
I mean, in a
I was
sense,
like,
it got blown up.
Then who?
I said, in a sense,
Said in a
it got
sense
blown
it
up.
got blown up.
Yeah, by us.
So if you head sort of out that western gate, you are going to be back on the Old Sphalic Road, sort of headed west, and then the road you would notice would curve south, based on the map that you have. And if you want to consult that map, now might be a time to do
Yeah,
so.
we can check the map. But like, yeah, out of the city limits.
There's another, I don't know, it looks like maybe it's a church or a mansion or something. A couple days west.
If you don't mind, I would love to first try to find the woman I was told about, old Jenny. I believe she had information for Irina, and she may be able to help me with everything that's been wrong.
Where is she?
She's somewhere right outside of town. I think I've been given vague directions to her. I may have to do a bit of a hike. It may take one day to circle the outside and check.
Where'd you
But
get
I
these
believe-
directions from?
With the Father Lucian, and then the barkeep mentioned her as well. And I believe Willa wanted to visit the Vistani here. So I think we still have some things to take care of, not in the city, but around here before we look for a sword, a wizard, some amber doors. But I think we should start with getting some rest. I'm feeling pretty rough. I cannot pretend otherwise. I'm a bit low on magic, and it's taking its toll on me, whatever they did to me. I guess it's actually like afternoon, isn't it? This happened at the middle of the day festival. Maybe we don't need to sleep yet. I'm low on magic, but that's fine. I'm realizing it's actually probably not night.
It's
I would
evening.
also like to
I mean,
sleep.
you'd woken up, you'd taken your time, you'd gotten back to the inn, you'd strategized a bit at the inn, and then you heard the festival sound sort of mid to late afternoon. So it's getting on now after all of that sort of chasing through the street, Zoot being devoured by a couple vampire spawn.
I've had a lot of blood drawn.
It's getting on to a little past, like, towards dusk, I would say.
All right.
Well, if
Then
we're
Willa, your spell. Oh yes, Winter.
If we're gonna rest, I should probably try to heal you more, Zoot. I mean, if you want healing.
I think he'll be okay when he sleeps. Can I roll medicine to see if I know that? I guess that's metagamey
roll
guess.
an Arcana check.
But
Yes.
Arcana. Because I guess I don't actually. I'm making a guess,
Roll an
but I
Arcana
don't
check. Do you
actually
see
know
if
that,
you
so I
recognize the
should roll.
creatures and if you learned anything in your classes about what their effects
Yeah.
were?
She really wants to be smart.
Can I roll
guys.
intelligence to find out?
And she's really not. That's a whole 8. I don't know. I don't know what's going to help him at all. I'm good at medicine. Not so good at Arcana.
Can I roll to see if I learned about these creatures?
Sure. Can I try to unlock the door? Yeah, go for it. What'd you get?
It's a 15.
Okay, you know that they are certainly undead and vampiric in nature. You know that there are certain properties as a part of their abilities that allow them to regenerate energy by taking energy from those who they feed on. You're unclear, though, as to how it will turn out for Zoot if it's sort of left unaided.
Everyone else sees the sword on the map, right? That's probably where we should go next. The giant sword on the bottom west side of the map.
I don't see a
After
giant
we find
sword.
out Jenny.
I definitely don't see a
It's-
giant sword on my map.
I see the sword.
There's a sword.
Oh.
It's like stretched over a mountain range.
Oh,
It's crossing
I
a
see.
river, like it's a bridge.
I'm looking at the map that was in Discord, but yes, the one on Foundry I do see. Are these item pictures on the actual map, Tyler?
Yeah, are we supposed to be seeing these? I guess I should ask.
If you want to believe the map of Barovia that Ismark had, that had these images sort of in general areas.
Ah,
Okay,
they
cool.
are on the map.
Cool, cool.
Interesting. I
Cool,
like
cool,
the
cool.
sword idea now.
Thank you. But first we rest. At dawn we plan. At noon we seek old Jenny. At around 10 p.m. we find the sword.
So would you benefit then from me healing you, Lady Isadora?
Yes, greatly.
May I heal you if we're going to rest?
Willa, perhaps we should all get in the hut first.
Tyler, around us right now, are we like off the road?
You, if you want to be, you can. So the road looks pretty much identical to every road that you've walked in Barovia, where it opens a bit right around the town, and then immediately sort of the forest, the Svalak woods sort of close in on you as you get maybe a half a mile down the road further away from the town. You do know that you're in the valley, though, so if you look sort of behind you or across, you can see the windmill You can see the top of the castle.
Fuck.
You are low in the valley. So as you look around you, you can see basically the whole of the mountain range around you, and everything that sits atop it, which is, the windmill to the south, the castle to the far east. And you notice that there is another sort of town distant, probably a few days from you, up to the northwest.
Okay. I'd like to do this off the road. Maybe we
Agreed.
can get off the road a little bit, find some cover, and then I'll
Right.
pass it there.
Makes
Um,
sense.
So I'm gonna go in the direction of the trees, Tyler. And then once I'm there, I am going to walk around in a circle. First, I'm gonna guide everyone inside.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna walk around in a circle, and I am gonna sing a song about home. And then
And what happened?
a hut appears around us. I would love to be able to like customize the interior, but I don't know if I'm allowed.
You are.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so this looks like the inside of the brothel that I worked at. So
Which was called...
what are the bards and
There
the
it
bees?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of like flowy fabric, purples and pinks. There are places to sleep, like these beautiful, like ornate beds. And it's dimly lit. Warm. Candlelight. Homey in like a brothel kind of way.
Irina, darling, are you all right?
I think so. That is the first time I've seen him since I've met 4 of you, and is that the first time you've seen him?
Yes.
He's utterly terrifying, no?
Yes. Do you know why he calls you Tatiana?
It has confused me since he met me the first time. He refers to me as this. I believe that he believes that I am someone from his past or who he met before. I am unsure, but he seems to think that we have some sort of connection or relationship, that I knew him before, but of course I have not. He has lived for centuries, and I have only been alive for decades. I do not know.
Understood. I think we all should get some sleep. What happened today was terrible, and we contributed to it. Not you, Irina, just the rest of us. I think you should all remember that things were bad to start. We certainly didn't make them better, but it was never good here. And the only thing we can do is try to keep each other alive and do a little bit better next time. I'm gonna go lie down. If no one's in a chatty mood, I'm gonna go lie down in bed and pretend to sleep until oh no, I'm gonna pump all of my healing spells into myself. Tyler, it didn't save my hit points, so I just reset back to 10 because I know that's the minimum I could have had. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour what I have 1 second level and 3 first level spells left. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour 3 cure wounds at first level and 1 cure wounds at second level. I can roll that and tell you what I get.
This is before you're taking a rest.
Yes. Don't wait for me. I have to build a macro and do a whole bunch of rolling. Everyone else do whatever you're doing.
Irina sort of gestures to you, Zoot, and she reaches out a hand towards your neck. I want to make sure that you are okay.
Does this mean I'm gonna become one of them?
And she sort of pulls, like, looks. No. You see, I have similar, yes, and she sort of pulls down the neck of her cloak and shows you the scars on the side of her neck, and it is merely has fed, it not attempted to turn you. To turn you, I believe that you would need to as well. That is my understanding. At least
you've been bitten long ago. Do you know how to stop this feeling of weakness?
I know that typically it takes a day or so to until I feel whole again. There is nothing that can obviously replace the sense of violation, but at least your energy back.
Thanks. Hey, I can see why you don't want to marry him. He's a real monster, isn't he?
He's evil. You're evil, yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, a couple nights ago, I was really on the team of just handing you over to him and making an easy
and you
deal.
Just see her eyes get wide.
But look, they talked me out of it, and it's good they did, because
Who was... I'm sorry, what was the plan? And she just sort of looks at Willa and Winnie and to the sort of falling asleep Isadora and says, wait, you...
It's loaded options.
Is what he's saying true?
No, it is not.
You see,
absolutely not.
He likes to make up these scenarios in his head and not discuss it with other people. But you can rest assured.
You can fact check my diary. I wrote that I would fight him to the death.
We would not be letting that happen anytime soon. So I.
Well, that's evidence that at least we discussed it. That book. I told you they talked me out of it. Look, we're your friends now, okay?
We didn't talk you out of it. We rejected that proposal. Down flat. It's not like, oh, Zoot, hey, maybe not. No, we rejected that option.
Winnie was very defiant. She really thought it was a terrible idea for you to be married off against your will. Really, I think she had the strongest voice in keeping you around. I think she's very impressed by you, Irina, and of course she should be.
All right, thank you. Thank you,
Irina,
Lady Isadora.
True, but think about our position. We're these new people being asked to do this thing. When there's that thing after you, we had to weigh our options and figure out what was best for us to keep us alive. We decided ultimately that keeping you alive was best for us and best for everyone else as well.
Before we even met you, he approached us, okay? He sent us a gift. And at that point, we were just weighing, he wants to give us gifts, he wants to give us money. We're just playing all sides, so we always come out on top,
You guys are really awful at explaining things.
I mean, it's the truth.
But we're all here
It's your
now.
side of the truth.
For us, that's what we did. Everyone else, Isadora, Winnie, they wanted to save you. Zoot and I, we wanted to weigh options first. So, I'm sorry. But if it's any consolation, you're here now, and I'm happy we made the right decision.
Super right decision. Like I said, he's a monster. Good God.
Yeah.
That horse. I'm gonna have nightmares about that.
Jesus.
I've never seen anything like that before in my life. Is everyone dead?
Not, they soon will be.
We did that. I did that.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. That was him. He did that. You guys said this is our fault. It is not our fault that the devil came down to Velaki.
No, we just opened the door. It's fine. Totally
It's
not
not off.
Do you think
Totally
maybe
not.
he came down because someone told him that Irina was there?
We clearly
Maybe there
knew
was
she
never any way to keep him out. Maybe he wasn't interested in coming down to begin with. But the only reason why he came down this time is because someone said Irina was there. It's not like we made an attempt to hide her.
No, but I mean, we did help Fiona, who is in league with him.
Well, I mean, that certainly probably helped, but I don't know. Like, I
Probably.
think he could have come down
It
whenever
did.
he wanted.
They waltzed into the city,
No,
murdered
what I'm
people.
saying is, Winnie, he had a horse that was on fire. Nothing was going to stop him from coming there.
Obviously,
flew down on a
something
giant
did
fireball.
beforehand, because Irina was in the city before we decided to mess with things.
Maybe he was waiting for the festival.
Can we yell tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tyler, I got 14 hit points back.
Did you?
I'm up to 24, folks.
You got 28.
I got 28, and I took 14.
All right, if we're resting, I'm gonna use all my spell slots for Cure Wounds on Lady Isadora.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. You don't need to use all of them because I'm gonna get 10 when I sleep, so I really only need like 5 more points.
That's all you
And
need?
I'll be at max tomorrow.
That's all you need?
That's all I need.
Okay, so
I'll be at max tomorrow morning.
I will roll then all right, so do you want to roll maybe you said you only need 5 hit points?
I only need 5 more.
Okay, so I'll roll.
She gets a hit die overnight, and her ranger hit die is a D10 now.
Okay, I'll roll 2 first level spells for it. So you get 2d8 plus 5.
If Zoot has picked a bed, thank you. If Zoot has picked a bed that's far away from me, I'm going to start complaining about how uncomfortable my bed is and just like slowly move beds until I'm in the bed next to him.
I do have bed rolls. I have 4 bed rolls in the inventory.
That was not meant to be rude, Willa. This is a very beautiful establishment. I'm very impressed with it.
Yeah, that's right. We're in the
She
thing.
misses her snuggle buddy.
Yes.
So now you
That
get.
was 2. Are you rolling the 2d8 for
I can if you
Kelsey?
want, or do you want to roll it?
Go for it. You're doing the healing. Roll it for me.
That's 9 plus 5 is 14.
Lit.
Halved
Great.
is 7.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be up at full tomorrow morning.
If I can, Tyler, I'm gonna go sit next to Irina.
Okay.
I guess I'll take first watch then if Zoot and Isadora go into bed.
Nothing. Well, okay. I'm just gonna
Paranoid.
not say anything for a moment, but then I'll just mumble and I'm sorry.
I understand the need to weigh your option, and especially when you do not know who to trust. in a new foreign place. I am obviously glad that you picked me. I am grateful for the four of you. I do not think I would have lasted long without it, so.
I've never been held accountable for my actions. I've never seen the fallout of my actions in such a way before. Usually it's just like the bakery gets destroyed, not a bunch of people die. I don't know how to deal with that.
I understand. Witnessing so much death can change a person. What we witnessed tonight in Valaki is what was happening in Barovia before you arrived. He and his monsters, they feed. And they instill terror and fear in the people of the realm, and it is why it is difficult for anyone to believe that we can do anything to stop him.
I mean, he has a flying horse that's on fire. Like, okay, honestly, you guys could have told us about that. Like, that would have been good to know.
I mean, he can also appear at a moment's notice from nowhere, or he flies the horse. I would rather he fly the horse so we can see him coming than.
That is fair. Yeah, it's like a firework.
He has powers that no one, even the strongest wizard that came and tried to destroy him, was unable. You heard the Vistani tell that story. It's no match. A powerful wizard and a horde of armed soldiers and villagers, and still he survived and threw the wizard from the tower off the cliff. It is. All we can do is hide and run and hope that he does not find us. Or that we reach a place where he cannot find us.
I wonder if we ever find our professor, if we can just like take you with us. Like maybe he can just bring you back with us. You could just go to our school and just live a normal life. Like, I want to be honest with you, Irina. Where we come from, I mean, like, it's a little like this, but like not like this. It's beautiful. I don't know. It's just an option. You could bring your brother too. Home is where your family is, right?
I have never known anything outside of the mists, and if you still somehow have faith that this friend of yours will be able to escape the mists, I believe you. It seems like such an impossibility, but
You didn't meet this guy. He's persistent. I'll let you get to sleep. I just wanted to apologize. And then I'll just dim the lights even more, Tyler, and just kind of do like a slow fade.
okay. And Sleep takes the four of you, and as has been the case most nights that you've fallen asleep in this realm, you are
Do we
visited
get another
by...
secret message?
Is a god gonna yell at me again? I can't take that tonight.
Yay!
I'm gonna have to take it.
You're each sort of touched by a
Yep.
similar familiar voice. But this time, the voice, they've changed some. And Zoot, you just hear that laughter. And you see visions of a pool. A beautiful oasis in the middle of a desert. Feel the warm breeze, you touch. Water is crisp and clear. You stretch your arms and your wings unfurl. And you take to the sky, sort of flying around the perimeter of the pool, just looking at the beauty. And then you're falling. And you go to flap your wings harder, but you realize that they're gone. And as you fall and your body twists, you look below you, and this gorgeous face peers up at you. And she smiles. And her mouth opens with laughter, and you plummet into her mouth. And as you do, you realize that her body is that of a lion. This gorgeous woman attached to this monstrous creature. Yes! You have sought my aid. Isadora, you feel a warmth envelop you and embrace you, hold you. It's unlike any warmth you felt before. It's Ismark. His arms are around you and holding you close and tightly. The voice whispers in your ear, but it's not his voice. It's that familiar, soft, but booming. I can help you. Please. Let me. Ask all you must do. Ask. And I rid this realm of the that torments you and your. And you just feel Ismark lean in and sort of brush your hair off your neck, gently kiss the back of your neck, hold you close. Then Ismark's voice rings through. Little one, just let her help you. Please. Let them help. Seek their aid. Willa, you hear this voice that is not that of your father. Know what you seek. Seek that dark elf. Seek Casimir. He will offer you all desire. But know that when you find him, I must be for the assistance that I have. Prepare to follow me. Be open to my call, and all will be well. We'll find the answer you seek. Winnie. I find that you've done all that I have asked to this point. You stay true to the knowledge. Forgo these silly superstitions. Your mind sharp. But you are still weak. You still cause harm to those you love. With your insolence, your failures. You failed today, and it almost cost your life and the lives of those you hold dear. What will you do when your failures cost them everything? Ask for my help, and you will never fail again. All you must do is ask. And the four of you come to consciousness in the morning. Well rested, lovely dreams had by all. Irina sort of stirs awake with you all. Did you all dream of the devil as well? Because I certainly did. I will not forget what happened yesterday for a long time.
What do you mean by dream of the devil?
I saw his horse again and felt his teeth sink into my neck. And
Do you hear a voice in your head?
she shakes her head no.
Are you hearing voices in your dreams, Lady Isadora?
On occasion, I have heard, usually my god, of course, speak to me, as is common for many accomplished clerics. Yes, I've had a voice in my head. Voices. Different voices. While I'm asleep, I don't mistake them for waking voices. I'm going to do something that I would very much like to not have to talk about, but I don't want to be caught unawares again. Yeah, that's all. And Tyler, I want to cut the fingers off of one of my gloves so that I have the darkened, scarred fingers poking through so I can actually do my fucking spells in that. Because I broke my own class with my own fucking flavor text.
Irina just sort of gasps as you reveal. What happened? Did you get hurt yesterday? Is this
No, they're very, very old. I don't particularly like for anyone to see them, but I'm afraid the gloves have been more of a hindrance than I would have liked, and I would not forgive myself if anything happened to any of you because of that.
And she just nods and sort of, I'm sorry for prying.
It's, thank you. Maybe someday. Probably not. We don't need to talk about it.
I would say that at this point, the hut has sort of blinked out of existence. It's been 8 hours. You've slept through the night. Irina sort of...
I would like to...
No, go ahead.
I would like to seek the old woman, if that is acceptable to you all, to spend some time today doing that. Obviously, we should stay in the trees, move quickly and quietly.
Yeah, that's a great idea. But
that's what I've got.
First, Tyler, do I get any of my
voice off, just so you know.
Yeah. Tyler, do I get any HP back?
You regain all of your...
Okay.
A long rest is...
Okay.
You glean that a long rest is what it takes to
Aha!
recover from having your life energy sucked out of
scientist.
you by a vampire spawn.
Experiment was a success. Excellent. Okay, continue.
I have someone I need to see as well. So we'll do these errands and then figure out what to do next.
Sounds like a plan. Let's try not to be too somber today. We may die tonight, tomorrow, in a week. Let's at least enjoy being alive together while we can, right?
Oopsies.
Can you sing a song or something? We're sneaking. You shouldn't do that. That's all right. We're going to sneak with a smile on our faces.
If you want me to sing you a song, I can sing it to you in your head.
That would be lovely. Would you mind?
Yeah. I'll sing a really pretty, soft song to you in your head.
That's sweet. So you don't know where Jenny is. So how are you going to... What are you doing? Are you going to investigate? Do you want to...
planning on... Yeah, and I was told she's outside of the city. So I was going to walk in a big old circle around the city, trying to keep an eye out for huts or a lot of useful herbs or places where the herbs are missing or footprints.
Okay. Is anybody helping Isadora do this, or are you all staying put while she goes and scouts on her own, or are all 5 of you traveling together?
I would definitely help.
Yeah, I would help too.
Okay.
I'm going to guidance myself, as I said. Just
make a survival check. See if you can pick up any sort of traces of...
Does she get advantage if we're helping?
Yes, you would get advantage. Thank you, James.
Right. I'm going to take that 12. That's a 15 plus my D4.
Also, Tyler, can you remind me, is group assistance 1 per long rest or long per session?
Once per day. So yeah.
Okay,
once
so
per long rest.
it actually does refresh, so I've got it back. Great. Cool.
18.
18. Yeah, I would say it takes you the better part of a few hours. But you don't need to circle all the way around the city. You sort of note that as you continue south, because you do remember that the references were always that she was on the way to the Vistani, on the way sort of outside the Western Gate, and the path outside of the Western Gate branches off to the south. There's a path that goes north and a path that goes south. So you sort of circled down that way. So you sort of knew the quadrant to look in, and you see a sort of worn path. It's not a road, But you gather that if you sort of keep making your way down that path, you'll find something of a fairly well-traveled it's a fairly well-traveled path. There must be something down that way that sees fairly regular foot traffic, whether it's her or someone who may have more information about where she is.
I just want to pause at the top of the path real fast and turn to Irina and say, I'm sure I would remember this if I had taken better notes on it in my diary. But did you also have a reason you were seeking? Oh, Jenny, I feel like there was somebody else who also needed her. Was it you? Did I make that up in my mind?
No, it was the sort of thing where it was a means of protection, essentially, or
I
assistance.
see.
Everybody roll a history check.
I got a 1, natural 1 with no modifiers. I am smart.
That's an 18, baby.
6.
Zoot don't remember nothing. I didn't even need to roll. Are you kidding me? Zoot wouldn't know.
Winnie,
It's a 24.
Winnie, you would remember that Jenny came up in that very sort of lightning fast vision memory weird experience that you had where you learned about these Bane.
I was curious about that too. The 3 ones, right? Was she one of the Thanes, or was she...
Unclear. It's just that her name was sort of mentioned in that world as someone that may have information or not.
Yeah.
That's where her name has come up before,
Yeah.
other than being told to Isadora as a place where she might go to seek some help.
Mm-hmm.
So you continued on the path for a bit, and you come across this old, sort of dug out tree stump. But it's a giant, massive. Think like redwood tree wide, 20 feet in diameter. And it's got a small sort of door at the front of it. Smoke sort of rises out of a makeshift chimney. And on the front of it, there's a sign that sort of hangs, and it just has a bunch of flowers, greenery sort of painted on the sign.
I would like to just walk up and knock on the front door.
Okay. You knock on the door, and you hear from inside, "It's open!"
Okay, I'm going to push open the door and see what I see.
Are we going all the way with you to that, or do you want us to stay back?
Oh, if there's an option, I hate to say it, but I might prefer if you did stay back, if that wouldn't be offensive. I don't know exactly what I'm going to learn.
Say no more. Strange visions and prophecies and words and higher purpose. I will keep watch. Like a watcher.
Thank you, my friend. You are a watcher, not like a watcher. You are a watcher.
Not a Voctor, that's for sure.
Okay.
Not a Voctor, but a
We're
watcher.
getting some words while she's in there, young lady.
So, Isadora, you hear this
I would like to
voice.
go with Isadora as well.
And Irina, I think, should come.
I'm hanging with my homie Zoot.
Hanging with your homies.
I'm not trying to get yelled at by Suit.
We can eat some snacks.
So the three of you sort of make your way inside the small door, and you enter in, and it's just this massive interior that is just stuffed full of plants and bottles and jars and liquids that are bubbling, and statuettes and figurines that are growing things out of them, and there's just moss covering the whole inside of it. And you just see this like crouched figure sort of leaning over this little like door passageway that clearly leads to like another part of the inside of this carved out stump. What can I help you with?
Are you Jenny?
Yes, I'm Jenny. What can I do for you?
First of all, it's very nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you. All good things. I'm Lady Isadora Moriana Coletta Louise de Carlisle. These are my companions, Irina and Winter. And we've come to seek a bit of aid. If you have a few moments to hear us out.
She just sort of shakes her head, and she isn't looking at you. She is very sort of obviously not making eye contact or anything. She just sort of paces and shuffles around and sort of looks, and she's, you know, busy working and sort of clinking bottles and moving things and snipping leaves and stems off of different herbs as she talks. What types of aid do you seek? I'm not sure that I can help, but I will try.
I'm afraid I had a rather unpleasant encounter with several hags several days ago, and I made a bargain.
And she sort of, the instant you say the word hag, she just stops. Hags, you say?
Yes, at the old bone grinder.
She just like spits on the ground.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. I made a deal with them that I didn't understand and don't understand, and I could use some help. If not undoing any of it, at least understanding it.
What? What was the deal?
I promised them both all of my breaths and my last breath.
Which is funny. What do you think all of your breaths actually meant your last breath too? Like, it's funny they separated those into two thoughts when really all encompasses your last breath too.
I haven't been healing properly. I haven't noticed anything else different, but
she just sort of looks into her sort of stack of, and she's just like, and sort of gestures to you one minute, and she's like, goes back into the back room and is like flipping through things and looking and pulling out different bottles, and as Tyler also does the same thing to find his notes so he can figure out what the fuck this deal meant. Give me 1 second.
Wonderful weather we're having, Lady Isadora.
it's lovely. I'd also be interested in purchasing any lotions, scar creams, makeups you may have. But that's secondary. Winter, I want to do a makeover very badly.
You're not getting within a foot of me.
And she just sighs very, very loudly. She sort of gestures to you to come. And like with a flash before you can even like make a move to stop her, she just grabs the sides of your head and like
What are you doing?
like digs her thumbs into your temples, and as she does, you feel this like blinding sensation.
What are you?
And you see sort of in your mind's eye, Isadora, the true meaning of the bargains that you... One you can probably already figure out. Your breath means that you are only able to ever heal partway at any moment in time. whether it's magical healing, whether it's potions, whether it's rolling after a short rest, whether it's rolling after or gaining your hit points after a long rest, you're only ever healing halfway. And your last breath, and I'm glad you're figuring this out this way, not the other way, is you would only get 2 death saving fails before you died, not 3. So that is you sort of, however that manifests for Isadora, that knowledge of something tethering her to life would be weakened by giving up her last breath to these hags. You sort of see that flash for you, and she sort of pulls her hands back and goes, why did you do that? Why would you do that? What compelled you to do that?
Children. I saved a couple of children. It was very worth it. I stand by it. I would do it again. Gods.
Is there any way to...
Everything is awful here.
Can we get it back? Is that something we can just, like, get back?
Get it back! 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 Back! Get it back! Back! Get it back! Yes! You can get it back! Did they take it from you? How did they take it from you?
I gave it to them.
What did they do? Did they take it from you and pocket it? Did they take it from you and swallow it? Did they take it from you and put it somewhere far away, hidden? What did they do with it?
It was they pulled some energy from me.
Yes. What did they do with that? What? How? Where did it go?
There was a lot going on in that moment.
Make a history check.
Thank you.
I know what they did with it. Take my advantage! Take the advantage!
Winnie, you're in there. You're hearing this. This is a
Yes,
conversation.
but I wasn't there.
Oh, that's
I
right.
was
You
in
were
the
out of the
room.
room. That's right. I thought you were still in the room
when
at
it
that
happened.
point. My
No,
bad.
I was
Thank
out
you
of
for
the room
being
when this all happened.
an honest, non-metagaming player. I appreciate that.
That's a whole entire 7.
You know they did something. Not sure where they put them or what they did.
Why don't y'all take notes?
I do take notes. I write a diary entry for every game, but I don't detail everything.
And
I fucked up so bad.
And Jenny's just like, all I can tell you is that when they take something from you, they would put it somewhere. They would hide it away, whether inside themselves or inside their hovel where they reside.
What happens if they die?
They die, you will to get it back. Or if you can find what they have taken from you and remove it from whatever vessel they have placed it in, you will regain that power without the need to kill them, if that is something that you abhor or are unwilling.
Not unwilling, certainly. Perhaps unable, but it may be taken care of. Depends on if some very evil people will keep up their end of the bargain. Do you have any makeup?
What?
I could really use a spa day right about now.
No makeup, no.
Any lotions, perfumes, scar creams?
Oh, well, with that we have perfume, certainly. And she sort of gestures to this large wall of just bottles that are full of different, like, soft-colored, pastel-y liquids. What would you like to smell like, my dear?
How much do they cost?
It depends on the one that you choose. The cost depends on the one.
What if I just buy all of them? How much would it cost to just buy all of them?
Every bottle on my shelf of scents.
Where are you gonna put it, Lady Isadora?
Zoot will actually. You know what? Yo, I'm strong as fuck. I still have 30 feet of movement when I'm encumbered. I just realized that. But in character, Zoot will carry it for me. I'm probably going to die in the next 3 days. I might as well smell beautiful when I do. I have a lot of money to spend and nowhere to fucking spend it since we can't go into
Our money. It's not just your money, and
you can buy this entire shelf of perfumes for less than 35 gold pieces, my dear.
What's the catch? What else do you need? What favor?
I would like to. A little better. What brings you here? Why?
We seek guidance. We're strangers in a very strange land. We're all children, basically. We just assisted by accident with a slaughter. I've been cursed.
how old
nothing
are you?
is good.
Old Jenny?
Me? El Jenny.
Oh, old age. Such a funny thing. Age plays tricks on your minds. It does. It plays tricks on my mind, certainly. I am old, yes, but I have seen many years, as people like me do, as those of my race. We see centuries before we die.
So you were around when the Thanes were here, right? The 3 Thanes?
Thanes? My child, Thanes? I do.
Thanes.
Thanes, yes, the ladies 3. Yes, I am. Yes, I am aware of the ladies that we used to worship. Yes. Why do you bring up these old stories?
I found a book that was a bit incomplete, but mentioned you and these old people they worshipped before the devil even came here. But it was hard to read, and it was very old, and there's a bunch of gaps I'd like to fill in.
Can we bring our other friends in? I realized we just left them out there, and it was because I didn't want them to know about my curse, but at this point, we probably should go get them.
Well, you can if you want, but this is I haven't really told it. You know, Lady Isadora, this is just like I haven't told
Oh, okay,
it.
yeah, sure. More secrets. I love secrets. We can have secrets.
Yeah, this is secret.
I've never had a little sister. I've always been the little one. I'll be a great big secret sister keeper.
Yes.
Do you gesture sort of out to get the others, or do you just the two of you stay in here?
Nah, if Winter doesn't want them, hell nah. This is me in winter time.
I am seeing something. Yes, the Fanes are tricky mistress. They do not seem powerful anymore. Their power has certainly waned, fanes and waned. Yes, they have weakened. Certainly, there is not belief or.
So their power comes directly through the belief of people?
Doesn't the power of any god come from belief? Sort of cocks her head at you, Isadora.
I'm afraid I wouldn't know the answer to that, but that's a nice way to think about it, I suppose, or a very not nice way, depending on your particular. I'm going to have to think about that one.
But no, the Fanes come from their shrine. The shrines are symbols of the belief of the people long gone, long dead, long past, long past. Yes, If you seek the power of the Fanes, The shrines must be restored.
Where are the shrines?
I knock. I just want to make sure she's not dead in there. It's been a little bit.
Yes, it's open. Come in,
I'll
come in, come
open
in.
it. I'll open it a little bit.
Are you okay?
Well, yes, we're fine.
Yes, we're having-
Winter,
we're-
are they okay to come in? Are we still having secret
We're speaking of the
Yes.
Fanes. Please come, learn. Legends, learn. Story time with Jenny. Yes, story.
Yeah, I'm okay. I've had enough stories in here to last a lifetime. I'm gonna be outside. Bye.
Will, are you staying out there too?
Yeah. Hey, are they dead?
No, we're all right. I'm buying
Okay.
a lot of perfume, Willow. We're going to have so much fun with it.
Oh my gosh.
Can't wait.
All right, I bet you 2 gold pieces that I can hit that raven in one shot.
Let's go.
I am curious why you feel the need to bring the power of the Fanes back to Barovia, my dear.
I assume to kill Strahd. Is that about it, Winter?
Yes. Yes, that. That is the way to break his connection. You see,
Is he?
he is the land.
But he wasn't always the land.
No,
The
no.
The Fanes.
Yes. Child, your book taught you well, yes. The Fanes were the land, the ladies 3 were the power of the wind, the water, the sky, the earth. But it is now his. It is all his. It is why he is powerful. The weather is him. He controls every aspect of the land. He took that power from the Ladies 3 and he has wielded it over all of us for centuries.
How did he take it?
He destroyed their shrine, my child.
Is that so? That's all that it took was simply destruction of their shrines?
But without shrines, there is nowhere to worship. With nowhere to worship, there are no worshippers. With no worshippers, there is no belief. And with no belief, there is no power. You see, that is the equation. In order for there to be belief, there must be worshippers. In order for there to be worshippers, there must be a place to worship. And in order for there to be a place to worship, there must be consecrated spaces, holy relics, and places within the realm where their followers can go. Those are the shrines. That is their importance.
So the Morning Lord, which seems to be the only other big god of this land, the reason they have been unsuccessful against Strahd is because they have no consecrated relics?
Morning Lord is rubbish, a relic of time
Okay,
long gone.
I would love to hear more about this, about the Morning Lord. I would love to hear more about him.
There is no Morning Lord. The Morning Lord is an invention of the ruling classes long ago in Barovia as a means of maintaining control of a population. Now, there are certainly those who worship the Morning Lord who have done favors that have brought tidings, boons, consecration from certain people. Kreshk, for example, has an abbey. The town, the village, my child.
Town,
yes.
yes. We're new.
Saint Martikov's.
It's just west of Valaki.
She is the one that certainly be able to help, and her thigh bone is one of the only holy relics that remain in Barovia. But the Fanes, my dear, that is real power in this realm. not religion of man, but that of the land, that of nature. Spiritual connection with the land, my dear, not fairy tales and books.
Do you know where
So
they
if
are?
Say that again, Winnie.
The shrines. You once talked about them, so you must know where, even though they be destroyed, you know where their original locations were.
Mm-hmm. I do, yes. I need something, though. Sort of looks at you. Some assurance that you will not use information to seek your own ends, but that the knowledge that you take with you will be used to bring this power back to the land. How can I trust you? Sort of her eyes move from you, Winnie, to Irina, to you, or back to Winnie.
I will, Tyler, unsheathe my dagger.
Yo,
I will
Kelsey!
pull it through my hand and have it bleed a little bit. And I'll say, this land has been cursed and rotten, dying at its core, bringing nothing but sorrow and despair. And if bringing these Fanes back is what it takes, I swear on my blood that I won't use this information to add to the evilness, the malice, that their power has been wielded so irresponsibly so far.
It's a good kid. You can trust her.
Grabs your hand, sort of presses her fingers in, and you watch as the wound closes. Yester Hill. Under the tree, you'll find it seems that you've already been to one of the shrines. He sort of looks at you, Isadora. It is where you made your bargain, my love.
Oh, nuts!
The stones behind the windmill, the old home of the Forest Sister, desecrated by those evil witches that now reside in her home. Return there, you will find it behind the windmill. And you must go to the swamp where barrettes once stood. Now burned hundreds of years ago. The swamp has been poisoned. Her heart must be returned.
I do have 2 more questions. I promise they're quick.
Yes, she's.
Actually, I don't know if
She
they're
sort
quick,
of glances
but
over to you quickly. Yes?
I want to go over and whisper into her ear. Who do you think it might be if someone was having visions of the Morning Lord speaking to them? Who would that be if there is no Morning Lord?
Child, it could be dozens entities, any kind, benevolent, malicious. It's difficult to tell in a realm such as this, where the boundary between the planes is so thin.
Fair enough.
But I feel.
Yeah, that's fair.
What have these visions told you?
They want me to ask them for help. They've sometimes been very kind, sometimes very disappointed, shown me things I wanted.
I am sorry, I cannot help with this. I do not.
That's all right.
Way.
I understand.
And
Perhaps you can help with the other thing. Our friend here, Irina, the devil, is intent on pursuing her, having her any way he can. We wish to keep her safe. I understand if it's too big of a risk or not something you can do, but if she could stay here, if this would be a place of protection, we'd be happy to pay whatever we needed for her to stay with you for a time and hopefully be out of his sight. I understand if that's a no for any reason, but
just sort of like waves you away, and now is really sort of noticing Irina for the first time, like taking full stock of her once you gestured to her, and you are she. You are she. Tatiana.
She who?
You are his Tatiana. That is why he pursues you. Yes, this monster pursues, and she sort of like goes over and gestures and like is moving, shuffling, goes back into the back room. You just hear sort of banging and clanging and opening of drawers and things, and she comes out and she's holding like these like torn bundle of papers. And she very quickly just like hands them over to you, Isadora. Says this may offer some guidance, assistance, perhaps. I am curious. These were given to me in a hurry. The Martikovs at the winery hold the rest.
Oh, the winery. We had to go there too. That was also on our list.
It's okay.
Fuck,
It's okay.
So
It's
much
okay.
shit to do.
I wrote it down. I know you didn't, but I did. It's fine.
But this may hold some answers, and what is not in here may yet be with them. The nest of ravens holds the key. You've heard this before, yes? The nest of ravens.
No, where is the nest of
holds
ravens?
The key. The
Hey, is everything okay in here?
Yeah, please
Yes.
come in.
Yes.
Do you need something? Are you?
I poke my head in behind him.
No, I'm just making sure you're not killing them, like most things try to do.
No, we're talking. Would you like to? Please. What is your name?
I am Zoot, and we're just here to do what? Is everything okay? Are you sure you guys aren't like
Yeah, we're good.
captives?
Thanks. Bye.
Blink twice if you need to be rescued.
Bye, Dad.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Whoa, is that plants on the ceiling? What is this place?
It's pretty weird.
There's so much perfume, but no makeup. But I'm buying all of the perfume.
Oh, what? Hey, do you have any health potions?
What?
I kind of collect them because we almost die a lot.
I health.
I think we're interrupting Willa.
Healing. Yes, I do. Yes. Yes. Come.
Okay, we'll be right there. We'll come right in.
I have.
Leave.
Willa, are you there for the potions? Nope, you're gone too. Oh.
I'll just say, let us know when you're done. I don't want to interrupt. Bye.
So cool. So you are handed the stack of papers, and it's in Discord if you want to check it out.
Not
Oh,
loading.
fuck, I'm not in Discord because my
not
computer's
actually
fucked
loading
up.
for me. It's like a bunch
I will
of blank
check as soon as I
stats.
can.
You may need to just download it.
I did. That's the issue.
Oh, open for me.
I can't check it until
Okay,
later.
well, let me
I will
know.
check it after the
Yeah,
game,
you'll
I
see.
promise.
It's like a lot, so you won't be able to like read
Great.
it now. But
Great.
Let me try
Great,
opening
great.
an acrobat.
it's in there.
Maybe.
And she just says the nest of ravens. They hold the answers beyond what I can tell you and what I know. They have history. They hold secrets and history deep inside that winery. This is merely the first part that I was able to take from them with their blessing and hold for a bit of time to pursue some of my own interests, but I have spent enough years with it now, and it can be yours.
Oh my goodness.
And she just says, so yes.
You've made her day.
Yes,
I mean, no, I'm just thinking about the day it's gonna make you.
You come. Bring your friends back. I will give you potions. We will walk.
Zoot, I have snacks.
Zoot, there's a sandwich.
And jerky and potato
Cue door
chips.
opening sound. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, that sounds like an invite to come back in.
I'm gonna hold out some jerky.
Where did you? Have you always had that?
Yes, I give it to you several times a day, generally. I used to ride my way into your bedroom with it. I just kind of carry snacks around for you.
Yeah.
That sounded so much dirtier than I meant it to.
Woo!
I take some jerky.
Health potions. Yes. Here, and she sort of just like pulls like 10 bottles onto the table in front of her and is like, what are these? These are something.
Do you know what they are?
They'll heal.
Okay, how much?
What do you
Do they heal us a lot, or do they heal us a little?
Paying for health. Money, health, health for money for health for money for health. Health, money.
I can make you a song.
Money, health.
Also, here's 35 gold for your
No, we're not.
perfume.
Money, health, money.
Where are you gonna put them? I'm not letting you put that in my bag of holding.
Health, money. There are 30 bottles of perfume, just FYI.
I'm going to buy all 30
how are you
bottles,
gonna
and
carry
no
that?
one here can stop
How
me.
are you gonna carry that?
I am strong,
Don't you have?
and if I have to be encumbered, I will have my 30 feet of movement. I lost
To be
every
fair,
single possession I
you
own.
have a bag of holding on your person at the moment.
I don't want my bag of holding to be holding 30 freaking bottles of perfume.
I own nothing in this world
So these.
but my breastplate and 30 bottles of perfume.
The 10 health potions, she's sort of gesturing and grabbing them, and she sort of like throws one up in the air, and it kind of lands with a thud on the table, and plain, good, plain, good. It's 6 regular healing potions and 4 superior healing potions.
Yo!
clearly not things that she's made, but has merely accumulated and is very kind of up for it, doesn't really know. So, let's say 1,000 gold.
Okay, we have that much, right?
No.
Amongst I think I don't have that
Maybe we
much.
do. I have
We have-
45,
We have
35.
You guys have
So,
all the money, so
we-
I'm assuming you have that much.
No, I don't have all the money. I gave you guys your portions. I only have Isadora's, except for 40.
Well, I have also the money from Lady Voctor, which entotals us to 75 platinum.
No, I know. That's included. So I only have 1,495 gold pieces.
Right.
already
Does
did
that
the-
mean I
like,
have the
I-
75 platinum?
No,
I have-
I converted mine into gold because I don't understand platinum.
They don't have platinum in my part of the world.
So
You got
I'm confused.
300
So-
platinum, 75 each.
Oh.
Yeah.
So mine's already converted, and I have Isadora's in mine, except for
40 gold.
I took
So
100 gold.
Zoot's-
100
Zoot
gold.
still
remains.
has 75 platinum. Winnie, you still have
I s-
75 platinum. On
Yes.
top of the gold that Willa has converted.
Yes. On top of the 279 gold pieces we had at the top of.
So from Irina's
Yes.
part that she
From
gave you
her
before
bag.
you went shopping.
Yes.
how about
See, I have it
1,000
circled.
gold pieces, and I'll help you clean your house.
Clean. Why clean?
You have vines growing on the ceiling.
Yes, my children. Why you want me to clean my
Oh,
children?
they're your kids? Oh, what are their names?
Don't name plants, silly girl.
But you just said they're your children.
Because not all children are deserving of names. You've met children.
My parents didn't know my
Wow.
name half the time. You don't have to remember names.
Crazy.
Oh, actually, I have more than that because I stole what's his name's pouch.
2,000 gold? Yes? Yes? Potions?
I'm not buying this. I don't condone wasting money on perfume when we're just gonna smell bad anyways because we're out in the swamp.
How much?
I
does
think
the superior-
35 gold was very reasonable for 30
Oh wait,
bottles
we're trying
of
to
perfume.
we're trying to get potions. My mistake.
Yeah, I
apologize.
already paid for my
My
perfume.
apologies.
I'm wrapping each of them, like gently placing them in my bag, individually wrapped.
How much does your bag?
I'll give-
stretch?
Tyler,
I'll
how
give
much for
Willa my
Justice
45
Superior?
gold.
Say it again, Willa.
How much for Justice Superior?
One superior or all four?
One superior.
You're gathering she has no clue what she has. A superior typically goes for between 1,000 and 1,500 gold each. She's
Yeah.
offered you 4 plus 6 regular for 2,000 total.
We have to buy.
So she'll say 200 gold.
For one?
Yes.
Okay. So are you all down to throw in some coin? Because I don't have enough. If we all like throw in 500.
I have 45 gold. You can have it. 35 gold. You can
So,
have it.
Tyler, remind me, 75 platinum
750
is
gold.
750 gold, right?
Yeah. You had 3,000 gold between you from Lady Voctor.
So it'd be
We should just
666
buy these
per
health
birthday.
potions for 2,000 gold. This is an incredible buy.
This is what I said.
Zoot
Yeah,
literally
look how
said,
we
literally
handled
10
it.
minutes ago, Zoot went, I'll take it. And we have
I know.
devolved.
And then these motherfuckers have to get into specifics and they're crying about their money that's going to be ripped off their bodies in 2 days by some wolf anyway. Let's
I
go
just
to
want
gold,
to know
some
how to balance
potions.
my inventory.
I drop my bag with all 810 gold, including the platinum, on the counter, and I say,
All right, who's covering the rest?
I'll put my 35 gold down with his.
How much remains?
we're at 845, so we need what, like like a
1,000.
1,065, 55, 1055.
Yeah.
1050. I put the rest down.
Okay.
God bless. Thank
Done.
you.
It's great. Done. Here, take them off my hands. Take them off my hands. Take them off my hands. Hands. Why do we have hands? And she just sort of looks up and sort of just starts to play with her fingers.
That's
Winnie, can
Take
you
care
add
of
them
our
to your
plants
bag?
with.
What did you say?
Do you want to add them to your bag of holding? I already have 4 on me right now of greater healing.
Sure. What
I
Tyler,
would love to tie one around my neck.
You said 6 potions.
4 of the intense ones.
Superior healing.
And then isn't it like 6 basic bitches?
May I have one basic bitch, please?
Sure. Are you gonna write it in your inventory, or am I keeping track of it?
Yes, I'm going to write it in my inventory.
I demand a
I'm writing
superior
in one
bitch.
basic bitch health potion.
One superior bitch for me.
I think that would be good, yeah.
Okay. So I'll write down 3 superior bitches plus 5 basic bitches. Yeah?
Mhm. Yeah, we should each have at least like 1 on our person. And then
everyone should know where that one is so that we can dump it into each other's mouths if we need. I'm
Why do
putting
you have
mine
to
in my
say
cleavage.
things
That's
like-
where everything important stays.
Cool. What else do you have?
You just sort of gestured wildly.
You're so much fun.
Do you have
Can
a
we hang out with
potion
you tonight?
that'll
I
make
want to
somebody
take this. I want to grab
invisible?
a random item off a shelf and just hold it up and see what it is. I just swipe and go, this.
What color is the bottle?
Let's make it blue.
Oh dear.
Done.
Oh dear.
Hang on.
This is one of those flying potions that gets your wings back, surely.
I don't think so.
This is what we needed.
This is the shopping episode.
This is the shopping episode we dreamed of.
Yes.
Yes,
400 gold.
No, I don't have any. I already gave you all of my money. I just want it. Can I have it?
No, I need something for it.
Too bad you gave away that amulet I made you.
I have 39 letters, personal letters, written by a dear friend of mine. Are you interested in these?
Are they saucy?
Oh, very.
Oh, you got me
what?
there,
They are
Tyler. You
not,
got
but
me.
if you want saucy writings, I have a lot of saucy writings I would love to offer you for free. I'm really looking for a beta reader, honestly, a proofreader. I haven't shown anyone my work yet, but I'd be very keen to hear your opinions.
She said, are they saucy?
I have letters. I've just given you papers.
I know
do not
they
need
are
more. I do not
very.
need
They
more.
are
I am,
very saucy.
I am fine. I am fine. 200 gold. Yes, 200 gold. 200 gold. 200 gold. 2.
What is it?
He can have 200 of
Who
my
wants to make an
gold. I have
Arcana
some that
check
you
to
still
see if they
have.
can
I'll
discern
do
what
it.
this is?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Well, I have identify. Can I do that, or
It takes 10 minutes.
I'll try the Arcana check first. Nope, I don't know shit.
He can have 200 of my gold.
So
But don't we want to know what it is first?
we'll figure that out.
I just bought 30 bottles of perfume. I figure if it brings you joy, we're going to be dead in a week. Might as well buy it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right.
I'll give her 200 gold.
You have
I
a
take the
potion
blue.
of heroism.
Oh!
Yo!
Let me get them temp HP. I'll take that.
10 HP, and you are blessed
Worth
for an
it.
hour.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I'm so sorry, not to backtrack. Did you ever say whether or not Irina could stay with you?
Stay. No, not
Oh,
not
okay,
safe. Not
that's all
safe here.
right.
Not safe here. But those papers that I have
Understood.
given you may lead you to somewhere she may.
I am
If-
reading as fast as I can.
The Wizards of Wines will be your next best place, at least to find some more information. The Nest of Ravens is where this key will be. The information you seek is in the Nest of Ravens. Did you not hear from Ava? Ava told you.
Yes, Ava, the Nest of Ravens. I don't know if she used that phrase. Yes, of course.
Miss Plant, I was wondering if you know
Her name is Jenny.
Miss Jenny. I was wondering if you knew where Casimir is located.
My dear, yes, with a Vistani.
Is he like cool?
Is dark, if that is what you mean by cool.
No, I meant like, can we trust him?
Casimir. Tragic boy. Much harm
Oh,
has come to him, and tragedy has befallen his family, but that does not mean that he is not a trustworthy person. It means that grief haunts him, and grief guides his decisions and his thoughts. But grief is not something taken lightly. Grief is not something to be afraid of. Grief must be embraced. We must embrace our grief. Grief. Embrace grief.
so is he far?
2 miles that way. You just sort of points.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
What's wrong with you, Winnie?
Thank you.
These papers.
You're not you're having conversations and doing math. You're gonna read them later. You're not reading them right now.
Oh, I'm not supposed to read them now?
I mean,
Okay.
are you trying to just not be engaged at all in the conversation, doing the math and yelling at your sister about bags of holding, while also reading them? Or are you reading them?
I thought it's okay. I don't have to read them.
No,
I'm
you
sorry.
can.
Never said them. That means they're fair game.
You can read them. You can
We have them.
absolutely be reading them.
Yeah, because I don't know what just happened between Willa and her because I was
Okay.
reading.
So you are when he is fastidiously and as quickly as possible trying to get through these pages, and you just sort of see her sort of standing sort of aside the rest of the group, sort of rifling through them as quickly as she can.
Ma'am, you have been a joy and a delight. It's probably time for us to move on soon, unless anyone else here has anything to say or do or ask. But we should get moving to the Vistani camp, and then the Nest of Ravens at the winery.
What is your name?
But
Merchant of many goods.
I am Jenny Greenteeth.
Jenny Green Teeth. I will
Wait, why
remember
do they
that,
call you
Green
green
Teeth.
teeth? Do you have green teeth?
She smiles. She does not have green teeth.
Oh, your teeth are great.
And she sort of looks at you and gets a little somber. And not fail. Know this, yes? Sort of make eye contact with you.
Huh?
You cannot fail. You must succeed. Restore the ladies. Break his connection with the land, and you will break much of his power. Not all. He still has much power without the land behind him, but the land is where much of it resides. Yes. Yes.
thank you.
Oh,
We will.
one last thing, Jenny. Do you have any cloaks of magical protection or anything of that sort? Like,
She just sort of looks down at her own.
No. You're just okay.
Oh, one last question. How do we kill him?
We knew that.
Break his connection
We would.
to the land.
Break.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Put a magic
once-
sword through his
Breaking
heart.
his connection with the landwood will be a start, and I would say a necessary step on the way
Magic
to
sword.
killing
Step 2.
him.
A, we have to go in alphabetical order, Hector.
That's right.
Mm.
A, break connection with the land. B, sword. C,
Ambush.
he's dead.
No, he's dead. Yes.
Think back. Think back. Think back. Back. Think. Ava's words must hold. You must hold Ava's words. Ava's words, hold them. She guided you, my sister. Guided.
Me?
My sister guided.
Wait, did you just say my sister? Is Ava your sister?
In a sense.
Oh. Okay.
Remember what she told each.
She told me to seek out Casimir.
Told you where the sunlight resides. She told
Yes.
you where to find the information.
Yes.
She told you where to find the icon, the symbol will help destroy his power.
Wait a minute. Are these... Jenny, I'll pull out the map and show her the symbols drawn on them. Are these the items you speak of? The sword of sunlight and the icon?
They, well, yes, these are rumored to be, yes, what these items look like. Rumored to be where they are, but the rumors are of their locations are certainly, well, trustworthy, not trustworthy. Trustworthy, not trustworthy, trustworthy, not so trustworthy. I would follow Ava's words carefully. The threads of fate are not as fickle as the memories and minds of men, yes? Listen to the
Yes.
threads of fate, not the memories of men.
Do you do fortune telling as well?
No.
Particularly love readings? She really wouldn't get into that.
No.
No, I see.
Go now. Find,
Thank you.
Find these Vistani you seek. Learn what you can and restore the ladies to their proper place. And she sort of flips you a coin, Isadora. And you grab it, and it's made of wood. It's not a metallic coin, and on the surface of it, the face of it, it says, "Pretty penny, show me Jenny." And she just, after she flips it to you, she says, "The most dire of circumstances, yes, and never
Yes.
indoors."
Understood. Never indoors. It's going in the cleavage.
She just sort of nods and shuffles.
Thank you! You have a lovely home.
And lovely children. All right, team Vistoni.
That was weird.
That was so weird.
I needed this. I feel great. I'm going to start spraying some perfume as we walk,
Oh my.
testing each scent.
Why don't you just, have a flashing sign that says, "Come eat us, we're here."
You know what? That's a good point. I'm going to put the perfume away and stop using it.
Well, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Because it's 20 to midnight.
Woo!
Thanks, everybody, for sticking with us. Anybody got any plugs? Plugs?
Metagame starts in like 2 fucking weeks. 3 weeks, 2 weeks soon.
That's
It's gonna be
wild.
really good.
It's on Twitch.
be
It's gonna
so
be
good.
here.
It's
Gonna be.
It's gonna be
You
on
get to watch
Twitch.
it. We're gonna have
You
2
watch-
campaigns
You
You're gonna
watch
going.
this
see
on Wednesdays.
Tuesday-
The Jeff Booter
Wednesdays.
Bucks
That on Thursdays.
Thursdays.
original.
Man, we're gonna be like
screen.
a daytime television show at this point.
I know.
We're essentially a network.
Yes.
The Qualmar Network.
If you're in Maryland, it's probably not too late to say you want to come hang out at my house for Quelmar Con, Quelmar Palooza, Game Palooza, whatever it is this weekend. Come hang out at my house. We're gonna be playing games. It's gonna be a good time.
Let me in. Let me in.
All right. Yay.
Yay!
Well, we will be back here Wednesday again at our new time, 8:30 Eastern, not 7:30 Eastern. So 8:30 Eastern next Wednesday. And we'll see. Oh, we can officially, let's do this. Y'all over here. You're officially not in that horrible place anymore.
Oh my
Yay!
Thank you, Lord.
Woo!
Wow.
Well, good night, everybody. And we'll see you
Good
next
night.
week. And until then,
Keep rolling those dice.
the dice.
Rolling them.
I beat you, James.
Damn you!
wow.
I rolled 'em.